Now this is why people come to NASCAR races. Texas Motor Speedway Sunday night, the wrap-up. Mike Mulhern for the Winston-Salem Journal and JournalNow.com. Jimmy Johnson took it right straight to Matt Kenseth. And Matt Kenseth took it right back to Jimmy Johnson. One of the best finishes I've seen all year. And Jimmy won. 3 in a row for Jimmy Johnson. Takes a 30-point lead going to Phoenix. 2 races to go. Gained 39 points on Jeff Gordon, his teammate, and Jeff was really ticked off. Jeff had a 7th place finish. It's not his greatest track. He did a good job of coming back, but he was really angry that Jimmy's won 3 in a row now. That's 5 straight for the Rick Hendrick camp. 2 by Jeff, 3 in a row by Jimmy to take momentum into Phoenix and maybe into Homestead. I think Phoenix could be the knockout punch for either Jimmy or Jeff. And I'm thinking Jimmy looks like he's on a roll right now. He was in total control, and he didn't back off a bit. Matt Kenseth crowded him for the last 20 laps. Jimmy passed him with 2 laps to go, went on to win by 5 lengths going away. Matt said that he ran Jimmy a lot harder than he expected to, a lot harder than he would have done normally. He was trying to take advantage of the fact that Jimmy's in the championship race and might just give up a little bit and settle for second. In fact, with 5 laps to go, I thought I heard on the radio Jimmy asking Chad if it was really worth it to go for the win, if second wasn't going to be better. The 15 points he got by passing Matt Kenseth to win this race might be the difference in the championship. It certainly made a difference in the way Jeff Gordon looked at the race tonight. Jeff was very upset about things, but not nearly as upset as Clint Bowyer. Clint Bowyer never ran strong. In fact, most of the chase challengers didn't run strong. Clint had a vibration in his tire, had to make an unscheduled pit stop, lost 2 laps. He's now 181 points back in 3rd place. He's out of it. 6 of the top 12 are mathematically eliminated. Everybody else but Jimmy Johnson and Jeff Gordon basically are out of it right now. And it was a magnificent performance by Matt Kenseth too. This is a Jack Roush type track, and Matt was right there. He took it to Denny Hamlin when Denny Hamlin was leading. Denny tried to get back by him, spun into the wall, crashed. He's okay, but that was an example of what you can do, what might have happened to Jimmy Johnson if Jimmy Johnson had done the same sort of thing on the inside. It was that kind of race tonight. I think the 200,000 people that were here, they got their money's worth. This is why the car of tomorrow might be a dog. This was a car of the day race, and it was a great race. NASCAR should really take some second thoughts about the car tomorrow, because next year when we come here, if the racing isn't like it was tonight, there'll be a lot of questions to be asked. We're going to Phoenix. Phoenix is a strange track. It's the kind of track where people can leave their championship plans in the dust. And it just might be that for Jeff Gordon unless Jeff gets his act back together. He didn't run bad. He hasn't run bad at the last 3 races, actually. But Jimmy's got things going for him. We're looking at several other things that went on tonight, too. Kurt Busch ran very well. Jeff Burton ran okay. Ryan Newman gambled late and didn't pull things off quite like he expected. Kyle Busch was the story of the race up until about the last 100 miles. He dominated the race, and I tell you, Rick Hendrick is going to regret giving up Kyle Busch, because Kyle Busch, if you're making bets on next year's championship, I'd put some money on Kyle Busch. He's going to be strong. He's coming down the stretch. He's dominated a lot of races. He is going to be really tough. He's going to be one to look at. There were 12 caution flags tonight, and there were not any serious injuries. Greg Biffle did have some smoke inhalation. His tire blew, and he crashed, and he had a little bit of trouble getting out of his car. But he's okay, and he was just upset because he usually runs well at tracks like this 1.5 miles, and he hasn't run that well the last couple of 1.5 mile races since winning in Kansas City. The other guys we're looking at tonight, Carl Edwards didn't do too much. Brian Vickers didn't do too much. Clint Bowyer, of course, finished 19th and fell further behind. Casey Kane had some problems. Bobby Labonte, Ricky Rudd, Dale Earnhardt Jr., another disappointment. A lot of disappointments tonight. But I tell you, the way the race finished, NASCAR's got to be proud of itself. The car today is a winner. NASCAR ought to stick with it. That's the report from Texas Motor Speedway, Round 8 of the NASCAR Nextel Cup Championship race. Mike Mulhern for the Winston-Salem Journal and JournalNow.com, and we're on the way to Phoenix.